your Sunday night face, all the things. So hello, everybody. My name is Andrea Mitchell, and I am going to make sure it is recording. Okay. Double check. Okay, it's recording. Good. Okay. I want to welcome you to this call. So this call is Going for Gold. Again, my name is Andrea Mitchell. I have loved seeing so many people on our team develop gold, but what I've loved even more is seeing other teams growing exponentially because of this phenomenon. And it's not new. We've been doing this for over a decade, but sometimes certain things just kind of get lost in translation, or something else feels like it's a different priority. And Becky and I just have a heart for helping you go gold. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So here's what is going to happen on the call tonight. We're going to talk about why the next 4 months are key, what it means for your income, how this growth looks for your business, who needs to focus on gold, what could four golds wide do for your business? We're going to explain that. And then where could going for gold take you this year? Okay, Beck, take it away.
You just read my slide. That's okay. It's fine. Hey, let's talk about this. There's a reason why some of you guys have never gone gold before. Okay, so can you let us know in the chat if you have yet to go gold? Say me, kind of let us know where you're at so we can take the temperature. And I want to talk to all of you guys who have gone gold, but it's been either you've never developed a gold or it's been a hot minute. And you're kind of wondering like, oh, I don't feel real confident that I can develop a gold right now. So I want you to know, no matter where you are, and then some of y'all are on here and maybe you're like, I am a hot shot at developing gold. And I can tell you right now, it might be one or two of you. Okay. So we know our audience. There's a reason why Andrea and I feel really passionate about this. Andrea, I want you to speak to this slide specifically because I know that you were looking at the stats. I want you guys to know that Andrea and I had a heart to heart and talked about how we want this to be our focus. We want this team to not only start to develop golds, but to become stellar about building our businesses 4 golds wide. And that means that each of you here eventually wants to have 4 level 1 golds and building. And you want to kind of set that as the trend and the marker of your business. Okay, Andrea, tell them about this slide.
Okay, yes, it's nothing like going out of order to start with. So a couple of things. One, for the next 4 months, why are the next 4 months so important, and why do Becky and I feel really, really strongly about it? And why, honestly, should you feel really strongly about it? So it's really not so much about how Becky and I feel, unless we're just giving you some really good insight, and therefore these feelings become your own feelings, right? So I want you to actually feel like the next 4 months are really key, either developing yourself to gold or developing new team members to gold. And we're going to talk a lot about that. So if you're feeling a little doubtful, if you're feeling a little like unsure about your ability, just stick with us. I promise you, not only tonight, but going forward over the next 4 months, we're going to pour in everything that we can to you. So the reason the next 4 months are really important, and why for these 4 months specifically, 2 reasons. One, the fun reason, Leaders Retreat Challenge begins September 1st. So if you're doing work in the month of July or August, if you've helped new customers get started, if you've helped new people develop to silver, you've already done a lot of the back work, and you're actually going to walk into Leaders Retreat contest with credits already applied to your contest. So don't worry. Don't think you have to wait until September 1st. Everything you do this month is going to help go ahead and set you up with a foundation for Leaders Retreat credits. But the contest is going to be September through December. So it's a really intentional 4 months. But also, in case you haven't noticed, there's a whole lot going on in the world, but economies around the world are in a shift, and we are poised to help families look to add income. If you have not been on social media, a news channel, opened up a newspaper, listened to the radio, you may not know, but right now, the cost of living is just high. I don't care which side of the aisle you're on, anything about politics, everyone is talking about the cost of living just being high. So a household with 2 adults and 2 children would need a combined income of around $235,000 to live without financial worries. I actually don't know if that's fully true, but maybe it's because we have 3 kids. But also the average debt an American owes is over $104,000 across mortgage loans, home equity lines of credit, auto loans, credit card debt, student loan debt, and other debts. I'd be curious, do you agree with these statements? Do you actually think that it, excuse me, requires more money? And do you actually think that people are in more debt? I would love to hear your own personal thoughts of, no, those numbers seem really high, or yeah, actually, I think those numbers seem kind of low. I think people need more money than that to raise two kids with a dual income household, or I think people have more debt than that. So I'd really love to hear, do you like, are you on board with the fact that it's just costing people more to live right now and that you have the ability to help them out? Okay, back.
Yeah, there's a reason why we want you to feel really clear on who you're talking to. And Andrea found those stats. And what I want that to do is build your belief in why you need to not only talk to people about money. I know it's an election year and talking about money in politics feels so risky, but you need to know that when you speak to people about creating a sustainable, diversified income, which is what network marketing is, it's yet another stream of income that they can bring into their family's budget while they work a full-time job, while they're home with their children, while they're at another part-time job. So let's talk about money, because I want you to know specifically what it means for your income when you go gold. The first thing you need to understand is what we call profit sharing. This actually is your pay point commissions. This is that check that you make on or before the 15th of the month for the month's previous work. And this is the amount of points that you accrue and get paid on every month. So in order to hit gold, you're going to earn 100 points. And that means you're going to have a profit sharing value of right around 289. If you're curious where we got that number, we based it on the average pay point as being $2.89. That times 100 points at gold brings you 289. That's just in your profit sharing. But when you rank to gold for the first time, let's say it's not a fast start rank, it's just a regular rank to gold whenever, that's a one-time bonus of 250. Now, when you maintain that rank, the gold rank that you hold on to every month, you make an extra $100 maintaining, it's called rank rewards. You make that $100 bonus. But hey, if you go fast start bonus, or if you go fast start, which means you go gold in that window where it is, I think it's the second calendar month after you rank fast start silver, then you're going to make the double bonus of, you're going to double your 250 bonus. And it's going to be a 500 one-time bonus, right? Also, guys, I'm assuming that as you're building to gold, you're developing fast start silvers, which means you would get a sponsor bonus of $25 every time you help someone go silver. Now, if you're kind of new and you're like, what is this silver and gold and all that? What this really means is I want you to dig into our compensation plan. And it doesn't just matter if you're new. If you've been around for a while, but this is kind of one of those areas where you're like, you know, I kind of went gold and I didn't even realize very much about the comp plan. That's fine. This is where you need to hone in. You need to be able to tell people how much money they're going to make, okay? Because money talks and people are wanting to know truly, all right, I want to do this. This is what it's going to mean for my income. And that is really what, I mean, tell us in the comments, did that wet your whistle for working this business when you started getting those deposits into your account with Plexus? For me, I was like, hold up, what just happened? I'm invested in understanding this. Okay, Andrea, you take the next one.
Yeah, and I think for so many of us, all we understood was the next rank. So if you're going, golly, I don't feel like I understand the next thing after that, or I haven't gone silver yet. I don't feel like I have fully grasped gold. It's okay if you just understand the next level that you need to get to. So if you haven't gone silver yet, talk to your sponsor, understand silver, and then understand senior silver. And then I think it's great. I mean, no, I didn't understand what it looked like to be a jewel until I was till a senior ruby. Like it was literally, what's the next thing? And then I focused on that. So challenged you to just get this far. Okay, this is one of my very favorite visuals, and a couple of different leaders in our company have started calling it a starburst compensation plan, and I love it. There's so many different things to it. Becky sees it more as like cells, as like a growing living organism, and she'll kind of talk about that. And
yeah, it looks like a growing, like, you know, it looks like biology, like it's a growing organism, which is what you're growing as an organism.
And to me, it looks like fireworks. I keep thinking of it as active and like exciting. And the next thing is just going to burst out. It's almost like every time you like help somebody and you kind of bite into a new business, it bursts, and there's more people that are kind of come out of that. So that center circle is you. So go ahead and visually put me just right there in the middle. And then the next circles that come off of that are the people that you are personally helping build a business. You have cast vision into them. You've maybe invited them to this call, or maybe someone has sent you a recording of this call and you are their circle. You're the person they see. And we're going to talk about this. They want to do this with. They see the most like potential in you. They see what this could do for your family. So whoever those 4 people are, I'm going to challenge you. Just write down on a sheet of paper. If you want to put it in the chat, we would love to see it in the chat. Who are your 4? And maybe your 4 haven't joined you yet, but you have kind of an idea of, okay, it's my, my mom, my sister, my best friend, my college roommate, but you just kind of keep your 4 in mind. And I just want to tell you, your 4 will change. Your 4 will change over the course of time. And honestly, your 4 will develop into 8 and 16 and 24 and all of those things. Because what will happen is you will continue to grow and develop new people and bring new people into the business. And there is so much to be said about this picture, but what this picture really shows is growth, and that you don't have to do it all by yourself, that actually pouring into other people, developing someone else's starburst is actually the greatest thing that you can do. And it keeps it from being all about you and feel like you have to grow this massive team and then all of these people, and I don't know that many people, right? But do you know 4? Do they know 4? Did those people know 4? Could you imagine what would happen if this went 7 levels? This is only 3 levels. Nope. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 3 levels deep. Could you imagine? We get paid 7 levels deep. So if these 4 continue to develop, it's truly how residual income works, because these little light dots on the outside, you probably don't have any connection to those people without the 2 people in between y'all. And that's when it becomes fun, is when those little light dots start becoming golds and senior golds and rubies, because you have shown somebody what is possible and they've shared it with somebody else. Okay, Beck, let's talk a little bit more about it.
Okay. So who needs to focus on gold? Like, why would we make this our focus for the next 4 months? Here's the deal. If you've already gone gold, great. What I want you to understand is, if you've gone gold, you know how to develop a gold. Some of you guys are in your heads and your mindset has gotten to the place where maybe you're not even sure how you did it. Or maybe it's just been a while and you're like, you know what, that was 4 years ago and I don't even know how it happened. Listen, I just want to keep telling you over and over again, you know how to do this. You really do. I want to repeat it so many times. I tell Andrea a lot, and I really believe this. Some of you guys on this call are teachers or retired teachers. Repetition is the greatest teacher. You just say it and say it and say it. And then after a while, your brain will really start to believe it. And I want you to know, you know how to go gold and you know how to develop a gold, because what we want to do is get you so honed in and keep it so simple that you really could recruit someone and get them to fast start gold. If that's what's best for them, like if that's their kind of personality, that you could do that, help them maintain it and keep developing that as it goes. Part of what happens is our brain wants to make it harder than it actually is. So we want to keep it really simple. And Andrea is going to talk about what that looks like when you're actually honing in on what it looks like to go gold.
Okay, so we have poured over this and really talked it through. And so I really want to share with you how to go gold and kind of where the magic in all of this happens. So the first thing is, if you have never gone silver, I would love to hear in the chat. Like, I have no idea what silver is. I don't think I've ever gone silver. Or my sponsor keeps talking to me about silver. I want to know more, and anything like that. Or if you have somebody that you are helping develop to silver right now, will you put that in the chat? So the first thing that you're going to want to do is cast vision. So get motivated and know how the income works for you is so key. Do they know about their fast start bonus? Do they know what profit sharing points look like? Do you or they know what the bonuses are for new customers? And do they know what the incentives are? Do they know what's up and coming starting September 1st? The more you have a vision for what is possible, for what is happening on your social media, are you sharing so-and-so went fast start? This is so exciting. Here's the bonus that she just received. Not your fast start, just someone on your team. someone in the company that's doing the thing. Do you talk about the fact that we have profit sharing? When was the last time on your social media that you talked about the fact that we have a profit sharing plan in our company? Do you talk about the fact that you get bonus for every new customer and that we have a referral system that pays us so much better than every other referral system out there? I got an option to refer people for something I bought the other day, and I get $10 every time. Did you know that you get $34 every time you sign up a new level one customer? It is the most lucrative referral system that we have, and it's the most growth oriented referral system that is out there. And then all the incentives. Have you talked about the cruise? Have you told people that you're committed to going on the cruise, that you're working for the cruise? And we're going to talk about it in just a minute if you don't know what I'm talking about. Have you told people I'm going to learn how to play pickleball and I'm earning my pickleball set this month? Have you told people last month I was going for the creamy and here's my creamy showing up? Like it's the big and the little things. But if you're not talking about how motivated you are, I promise other people don't really understand how they could be motivated. The next one is helping them, your new customer, or you, if you are a new business builder, identify their first four. So here's what we want to do. We really want to encourage people to start with 4 new level 1 customers when they commit to building a business, they want some of those checks, they see all of that motivation. Here's 4. And remember, if we go back to that starburst, 4 is strength. 4 legs on a table or chairs, that's where the strength is. 3 is great, and 3 in our company is really good. So we kind of do good, better, best. And I would say 3 is good, 4 is better. And if you want to go more than 4 into that starburst, that's best. So who do you do life with would be the first people you want to talk to in your to get your 4. Who needs this business? Who in your world needs this business? Start writing down names. They're going to be part of your 4. I want to seg real fast. I just want to take a little side note. If you have not developed yourself to gold or you have not developed new people to silver or gold, you need to have a new 4 as well. So it's not just for someone developing to silver or gold that needs a 4. You probably need a 4 as well. Wherever you are in your business, unless you are 10 gold wide and y'all are all running to senior gold and they're all running to ruby, you probably need a new 4. So I want to challenge you. Who do you do life with? Who needs this business? Who would be great at sharing something that they love and enjoy? Who are your pinned and saved contacts? Who are the first 9 people in your Apple phone that are already pinned? Who are the people that jump up? If you opened up your text messages right now and you scrolled through, who are, 4 people that you talk to on a pretty regular basis that aren't doing this with you yet? And then once you are set with your first and getting paid on your first 4, you already have them committed to the system, you already have them committed to the products. As soon as you're ready to get paid on those first 4, then we're going to talk about how to share authentically, how to help with you with your first post, and that your goal is to get into conversations, lots of conversations, and then to show your 4, the 4 people that you signed up, your mom, your sister, your best friend, your college roommate, whomever, this graphic, and then help them through the same steps. And the secret to gold is to wash, rinse, repeat. The more that you do this, the more that you help other people see the vision of this, that is where that starburst just starts to explode in new ways. Okay, Beck, talk us through some fun things.
Okay. First of all, if you like to travel, then you need to go gold. Not only do you need to go gold, but you need to sponsor a gold, okay? Because first of all, in October, it's the weekend of October 19th, Gold School is in Dallas, and we will be having a retreat there. We'll talk about that more. We're going to have Rubies on the Rise. That is for new Phoenixes. So let's talk, okay, back to Gold School, because Andrea will go into it in more detail. You need to set your sights on going gold by September. You get an automatic invite to that Gold School in Dallas. Okay, so September's end. Some of you are shooting for gold this month. Go for it, girl. We are here to support you. We want to cheer you on. Set your deadline for end of September if you want to get invited to Gold School. Rubies on the Rise is for new Rubies or people who have gone Ruby and have never been able to attend before Ruby and Senior Ruby. And that's when you get to fly to corporate. You get to go visit the home office there in Phoenix. Obviously, we have the Leaders Retreat cruise to the Bahamas, to Nassau, and they're in Atlantis. That's going to be in February of next spring, and the contest begins September 1. We also have the new Emerald Extravaganza trip in 2025, this year they're going to Maui in September. Next year, it's going to be the celebrity cruise to Alaska, which for me is a major bucket list issue. And I want to bring as many as y'all as I possibly can with me.
Yeah, so we're just gonna like Becky kind of went through them, but I just want to dig in a little deeper, and I want you to tell me which one you're working for specifically right now. So Gold School, Dallas, Texas, right here. I mean, that is my backyard. I drove past that hotel today, going from home to church and church back to home, and so it is so close. It's also really fun. The Texas State Fair is happening. That's the end of the Texas State Fair that weekend. So we're actually going to do something fun around that. We're going to have a retreat where we're actually getting together. We're doing a panel. We're going to actually like pour into you. So if you can get to Gold School, and here are a couple of ways to get to Gold School. I want you to write down 3 different ways to get to Gold School. You rank to Gold for the very first time. You rank to Senior Gold for the very first time, or you develop a level 1 gold or senior gold. So I don't know which one of those 3 you're going to do, but every single person listening to this call has access to Gold School, because you can either help a level 1 develop to gold this month or next month, or you can develop yourself to either gold or senior gold for the first time. So that's really exciting. Put it on your calendar, October 19th, kind of that weekend. So if you have it on your calendar, I want you to tell us in the chat, it's on my calendar. And if you know I'm developing a level 1 gold, or I need to develop, I'm really close to developing myself to gold, then I want you there. And Sally, I know you are in town, so developing to gold this month or next month is really important, because it's going to be right here in our own backyard. Really exciting. Okay, Ruby's on the Rise. So this is really exclusive for a couple of reasons. One is Plexus actually puts you up in a hotel in Phoenix, Arizona. You're trained by some amazing leaders in our company, including our corporate offices in Scottsdale, Arizona. So it's right there. You start to really connect with other people at the same level, going the same, row in the same direction at the same speed that you are. And this is for people that are first time ranked to Ruby or Senior Ruby. So if you have to personally rank to Ruby or Senior Ruby by the end of September 30th, to go to this one, Ruby's on the Rise. There's another one. I think it's twice a year. So you get a couple of opportunities to go. And it's in gorgeous Phoenix, Arizona, which Phoenix in October is really, really nice. So if your eyes and sights are set on Ruby's on the Rise, tell us in the chat, because I'd love to know who is going towards Ruby's on the Rise. Again, you have to do it yourself. It's not developing someone. It's actually pushing yourself to Ruby or Senior Ruby. Okay, the Bahamas is open to everyone. If you can hear this call, live or recorded, you have access to this trip. It's going to port out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's going to stop in Key West, which has been on my bucket list for so long. I've never been. Everything always happens wrong when we try to get to Key West. So I'm on this boat going to Key West. And then Nassau, Bahamas is one of my favorite places. And it's going to dock right there by the Atlantis. This is actually a pretty good visual on kind of what you'll see at port. If you've never gone to the Bahamas, the Atlantis is on Paradise Island. It's just right across that bridge from Nassau, and it's just the neatest place. And that picture doesn't even do the water justice. You can fly over it and see all the way to the bottom. It is so clear. And if that's a bucket list item for you, which by the way, it's a bucket list item for my 14 and 16-year-old. So we'll see if I can earn 2 cabins, but the Bahamas are just so much fun. Also, if you do not have your passport right this minute, I want you to put on your calendar to schedule an appointment to get your passport, because if you say, I earned the trip, but I forgot to get my passport, I'm going to refer you back to this call specifically where I told you to get your passport, because if you're on this call, you want to go on this trip, right? I mean, there'd be no other reason to be on this call than the fact Kristen McKee's like, yes and amen. Please put me on that boat. So yes, we're going to get as many people from this team on that boat. Plexus has the whole boat purchased out. So there is a cabin for you. You get to decide whether or not you want to do the work to get there. And we'll find out all about that on September 1st. And then everybody has access to this Alaska cruise, because it is, if you go to the rank of Emerald, Sapphire, or Diamond for the first time this year. If you've never hit those ranks before and you hit them for the first time this year, you have access to this trip. That is the boat that we will actually be on. If you see that little orange thing on the outside of the boat, it's a moving level of the ship. So it's an actual like whole restaurant bar thing that moves up and down the side of the ship, which if you know me, you know I will probably not be stepping foot on that part. But the rest of the thing, I am all in. This is actually that ship we will be taking in that location you will be looking at right there. And I'm just saying, like, it's my husband's bucket list. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that you're like, I never would have thought I could have gone. We're gonna dock in and out of Seattle. It's gonna be amazing. So put that on your list if it's not already there. Okay, Beck.
All right, so every Monday, starting in September in the fall, at noon Central, we've been doing our Monday Masterclass call. By the way, if you enjoyed Monday Masterclass last year, let us know in the chat. You can go in anytime and get incredible trainings there on our YouTube page. But every Monday at noon Central, we will host a masterclass call with a leader from Plexus, and we're specifically going to focus on developing golds, going golds, developing golds, and all you need to learn. So that's going to be kind of like our highlight for the fall. Again, repetition is your greatest teacher. Sometimes you hear it and hear it and hear it and hear it, and then it finally absorbs and you realize I can do this. So that's where we want to spend our time getting trained this fall.
Okay, and just so y'all know, I went off script again on back and forth. So Monday Masterclass is something that Becky and I both, actually it was Becky and Ellen Ford's idea originally for Monday Masterclass, and it has been so popular not only for our team, but other teams are listening in. We have 500 and 600 views on some of these videos because so many leaders in our company are wanting to watch it and are sharing it with their teams. You are crazy to miss out on what we are actually giving you live for our team specifically. And Becky and I have a whole list of people that are the top gold developers, along with some of their golds to tell you their stories. All of the things are going to happen on this call, and you're not going to want to miss. So if you cannot be on live on Mondays at noon Central, then I want to challenge you to put in your calendar a recurring Monday night time that you're going to sit down and re-listen to Monday Masterclass. So if that's cook dinner, listen to Monday Masterclass every single Monday at 7 o'clock, you're going to do that. I really want to challenge you that if you cannot get on some calls live, to commit to putting them on your calendar on when you're going to listen to the recording so you don't forget. I'm going to give Beck this last slide because really this is her brainchild.
Oh yeah, our mission statement. I just really want you guys to understand that you need to believe it. I'm going to tell you, you need to learn to cast this vision for yourself. So as a team, what we want you to understand is that we give people the belief to go for gold and the tools to accomplish it. And what I want you to know is I believe that you can go gold, and I believe that you can develop gold. Honestly, I believe that you can develop many. Wherever your business has been in the past, or maybe you're kind of new, you've got like a baby business, I want you to know that I believe this for you. You've got to believe it for yourself, but I'm going to keep saying it to you over and over. It is 7:59, guys. You know what that means? It means we're 1 minute away from referring you over to the Learn and Earn Sunday night business opportunity call. This is where you need to send someone a last minute reminder. If you don't have the link, we've got them posted on the table. Share with a friend, invite them. This is a 15-minute business testimonial where they can then at the end text they text a phone number, and they'll get texts all week long about how to earn 300 in my first week. They're really powerful. I want you guys to know it's a plug and go system. Plug your people in, they're good to go. Okay. Thanks for joining us. We will keep talking about this, and we'll see you on the next call. Bye, guys.